Hello everyone, Fruitful Mama Julia here, and today's a Q&A video.
Well, thank you, Julia. Now over to Fruity Mama Julia. Alright, well, let's get on with your questions, guys, and I've got a few today to get through. The first one is on hyperthyroidism, and that is such a great topic because I myself do have hyperthyroidism still. The raw vegan lifestyle is helping me to maintain it. It's helping me to maintain my health and the health of my thyroid. However, I'm still facing this issue also, so I think it's going to be a separate video. I know that many of you ladies out there are probably experiencing a similar issue. Okay, so the question is, I was wondering if a raw food diet would help with hyperthyroidism. I recently became vegan, but it's very difficult to lose any weight. My body seems to be holding on to water weight it carries. I drink lots of water, but it hasn't helped much. I was wondering what fruits help reduce water weight. Okay, so thyroid-related diseases are huge in today's world. In the US alone, there's around 27 million people experiencing thyroid issues, and most of them are women. And you know, it could be down to many reasons. It could be down to environmental toxins and poisons. We do live in a polluted world, and also nuclear instances such as Chernobyl and Fukushima. That's huge, that's massive, and that does affect the health of our thyroids as well as our overall health. And it could be down to toxins in our food, it could be down to lifestyles, it could be hereditary, or could be down to some unknown reasons. Is that there is like always a certain percentage that's unknown factor. So there are various reasons why thyroid issues may pop up. So can a raw food diet help with hypothyroidism? Well, I have heard of a couple of ladies who have actually managed to come off their thyroid medications, and they managed to heal their thyroids with the help of the raw food diet, raw vegan diet, 100%. However, I have also heard of ladies who haven't. So personally, in my case, my thyroid has been damaged, and I think it could be due to the Chernobyl disaster, because I was in Russia at the time, and if it affected me, it kind of started around about then. So it's something for you to know, is that a raw vegan lifestyle will certainly help you to improve it. It will help you to improve your overall health, and as I said, where I was before with my thyroid levels is with my overall health is not at all where I am now. So now I'm feeling vibrant, I've got energy to exercise, I've got energy to look after a little precious child, and I've got energy to make videos, yeah. So, you know, it's going to improve. So there is no guarantee, however, give it a go, really give it a go and see what happens for you. With regards to weight, yes, thyroid issues do affect weight. My question would be, is your thyroid managed? So have you tested it? Are you in contact with your doctor? Are you following doctor's advice? One book that I really recommend everyone reading with thyroid issues is called Living Well with Hyperthyroidism. That's with ladies with hyperthyroidism specifically, by Mary Shimon, and she's also got her own website, and you'll find out more information from the book. That's what are actually normal results, and the range that is set up by the doctors is not accurate enough. So you need to research your own, do your own research, and be empowered with this information. I wouldn't recommend you following nutritional advice like taking maca root powder and this and that and the other, but I would certainly recommend you reading that book from the research perspective and from knowing what may be happening with your thyroid and how you can interpret your blood test results. With regards to fruits, water weight, well, you didn't specify what type of vegan diet you're eating. Vegan is a broad category: high-fat vegan, junk food vegan, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of veggie, and the rest is cooked, or high raw clean vegan. The cleaner you are, the more efficient your body is. So I would recommend you go in a fully raw or as much raw as possible direction, excluding grains. Another book to read is The Grain Damage by Dr. Graham, where he talks that grains do affect the health of thyroid. So excluding grains and going with simple foods. If you can't eat fully raw, then steam some vegetables or make some veggie soups. and certainly exclude salt because that leads to water retention. Exclude exclude processed foods, exclude all the foods that may be causing that water retention, and try 100% raw vegan and just see how you do on that. And certainly with regards to fruits, all fruits really will help you, apart from durian. Some people struggle with durian, and durian can cause water retention. But otherwise, non-fatty fruits, they're all great. Bananas, papayas, watermelons, melons, cherries, nectarines, peaches, and grapes, they're all amazing, all great fruits to try. Okay, so that's that question. On to the second question. I have been vegan from June and I have lost my period. I'm following 8, 10, 10 most of the days, and I'm eating raw, and some days I have cooked food, also 8, 10, 10. Would you please help me? Okay, so with regards to losing periods, it can happen, and I have made videos about it. So I'm going to post a link in the video description section. Check it out. I've made 4 videos about menstruation on a raw vegan diet, so it can happen. It is possible. It could be that your body's cleansing and it's going through transition from old foods to cooked foods, and it just needs a bit of time to adjust to this change. So your period may disappear and it may come back. It could be down to eating too few calories, so you are under eating. It could be down to other issues. So this lady is writing that she's gaining weight. Well, check your thyroid levels, ladies. And ladies who are struggling with weight and you are seemingly doing everything right, check your thyroid levels. B12, is your B12 within the norm? Are you deficient maybe in certain areas? So these are all the considerations to make. The next one would be fats. Have you excluded fats completely? Because that can lead to a loss of periods. So we don't recommend a no-fat diet. We do recommend a diet that includes some fats in it. And certainly below mid-teens, you can go up to mid-teens if you feel good in it. But going higher is not going to benefit your health. So personally for me, 8% fat is my ideal sort of ratio. So even 10% seems to be a bit too high for me. So work out what suits you most, and also know that the loss of period doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot conceive. And I've heard of many females conceiving without periods. So monitor your ovulation. Go to the pharmacy and get ovulation test and just see if you're ovulating. So if you are ovulating, that's the indicator that everything's going right, and perhaps your body is adjusting, or maybe you no longer need to menstruate. So these are just some of the things that you may need to consider with regards to menstruation. So that's that question. On to the next one. We have a lot to cover today, and this is from a beautiful goddess who's just given birth to a beautiful baby girl, and she's asking me about postnatal weight loss, and there are several questions. Did your waist and hips go back to how they were previously? My clothes are still not fitting as they did. When can I start doing abs workouts? Did you notice you had more fat after delivery? And does it go away at 4 months, or does it take longer due to breastfeeding? Alright, breastfeeding mamas, I've got news for you. And you've just delivered a baby, you know. Breathe out, relax, enjoy the journey. I know the reality of a breastfeeding mom who's just delivered a baby. You're sat in your bum a lot, or you're lying down with your baby a lot, and you're feeding a lot, or you're looking after your little one, perhaps dreaming, going for that run, but you have to commit yourself to raising this little child. And it's something to understand that maybe building a super fit body when you are breastfeeding should not be your goal. And I had concerns also after I delivered the baby, because I was bigger than I've ever been in my life. Not that big by any measures, but certainly bigger for me. And I consulted Dr. Graham about it, and I've asked him about my postnatal weight loss. And you know, Dr. Graham, he will tell you calories in, calories out, commit to exercise. He told me to relax and worry about my body once I'm done with nursing, which may take a few years, actually will take a few years, many years. so it's something for you to know that you can really relax about it. And if you are eating a healthy raw vegan diet, if you are looking after yourself, looking after your health, then you will lose that weight. I know some women can run marathons 5 months after, 6 months after delivering their babies, but at what cost? Is that at the cost of their babies? And also not all babies are the same. Eleni likes to feed frequently during her waking hours, for example, so half an hour, maybe maximum 45 minutes to an hour is the maximum I can squeeze in. And you know, running marathons is 3 hours away for that 30k run, 32k run for most people. For me, it's not manageable. So it's just knowing what's realistic for you. I did start losing weight right away. I don't think that my hips and my waist is, no, it's not actually. My hips and my waist are not where they were before. When can I start doing abs workout? Well, generally they recommend 6 to 8 weeks. I started feeling like doing it much earlier. 3 weeks into it, I started doing some medium intensity training, and then I started increasing, building up on that, and then probably about 5 weeks into my postnatal recovery, I was running. So go with your body. If you feel good, you know, just have a go at the previous workout that you were doing before, at your upper workout. It feels good, okay, you can do it. You don't feel that you're sore, that you perhaps your back is aching afterwards, which means that you're overdone on it. If you feel good, then that's the indicator. And really, raw vegans cannot be compared to people eating standard Western diets, because we recover much faster, don't we? Yeah. So that's a good news. And in terms of did I have more fat after delivery? Of course, yes. I had more fat after delivery. In fact, I thought that I looked huge, honest, and it was really rather challenging for me to just see myself being so different. During pregnancy, I stayed really slim trim, and at 40-week pregnancy, I was still slim trim, and just my belly at the front, and no fat, no anything. And all of a sudden, it's like, whoa, I think I'm looking a little bit bigger. But as I said, firstly, you swell because of your hormones after delivery. There's like billions of changes happening in your body. For as long as you are on a healthy living path, that's all that matters. And do bear in mind, just congratulate yourself for feeding your child, for committing to it. I know how challenging it is, and I know how much you probably want to go for that workout to do it for yourself, but you've got your child, and you are doing a fantastic job. You're raising a being who's breastfed. You are there with your being, and you're ready to sacrifice yourself. And really, motherhood, parenthood does mean a lot of sacrifice. So then you may start fitting more and more in as your baby gets more aware of the outside world and can interact more, and you can leave your baby for longer with your partner. Then by all means, so just bear that in mind. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't think with your old mind. Think with your heart now, and you'll get there sooner or later. It doesn't really matter. Think of the health of your baby. Just mind your own health, mind the health of your baby, and then the rest will fall into its place. So we got through a lot of questions today, and there's been a lot of information. I enjoyed sharing it with you. Post your comments below, post your thoughts below.
Eat sweet, be fit, and we'll see you again in our next video. Ciao for now.